Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the reports is much more in depth than it ever has been. And with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectation.
Curry against Siakam. Here's Green, and it's good for two.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Inside, Turner. Green with the rebound. We're about 1 minute into the first. Shoots it up. Curry's shot is good.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
Pass to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Nembhard. Over in the corner, Mathurin. His three-pointers off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Halliburton outside. Second chance shot. Green with the block. And they get it back. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam King.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Draymond Green?
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Indiana, another three.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Dennis Schroeder.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
McConnell passes to Toppin. To the middle. And McConnell gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
There's the drive. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender postage.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's McConnell. Turner trying to free himself up. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Wiggins, and he banks in the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the pass to Nembhard. In the corner, it's Toppin. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Pacers shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for Indiana.
Walker's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Then for the Warriors, Moses Moody. He's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. And Toppin throws it down.
So quick off the floor, Obi Toppin.
To the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And he makes that one.
This is exactly where Anderson prefers to get his looks. Foul line down.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. The rebound by Anderson. Here's Moody. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with
24.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition. Oh, yes, sir. Come on, break. Yes, sir. Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
Here's Jackson Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
And it's Schroeder missing. Pacers trail by 7. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Podziemski grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A shot off that time. Good D by Siakam. High arcing shot, and Halliburton with the layup. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Walker's shot is off. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Schroeder. They kick it out to Green for 3. Moody's shot is off. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Here's Schroeder. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Greg, you think about what they call a float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Shepard.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And the driving force behind multiple chips. Curry knows when and how to take over at the offensive end.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Halliburton outside. Shoots over Jackson Davis. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Moody. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to McConnell. Now Siakam. Over Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green after exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019. Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
Pass to Mathurin. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Moody. Back to Podziemski. Lets the 3 fly. And they'll get another chance. With 1 on the clock. Green with the block. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent and real together.
You got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
They're running some great offense right now. Working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Well, it's never fun You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Siakam passes to Turner. Bucket is good. Turner's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Indiana.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Curry, that's good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Siakam on the foul. Siakam's got 11 points.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Curry gets the bucket.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Up again, and Turner stays with it. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
And the Pacers call time here. Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who've played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Curry from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Halliburton outside. And the Pacers another 3.
I like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Siakam. And Jarris Walker's subbed in for Halliburton.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Warriors leading by 3. Wiggins from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
Ball's not loose. Here's Turner. The Warriors pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
Well, he's so well coordinated, so smooth as an athlete, is Wiggins. And that time showing up off the dribble.
Walker's shot is off.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Curry's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And strong off the bounce. Mathurin will keep coming. This kid is willing to challenge him.